At the end of the day, I love working with animals for animal health. Even though we didn't see your animal, we can't picture Snuggles. Our priority is Snuggles.
When you apply for a job at TVMDL, you may not know exactly what a diagnostic lab does.
Working at a diagnostic lab is different than what people out in the public think. When you tell someone you work in a laboratory, they usually think research. And you think, no, we're not that kind of a lab. We don't do teaching, we're a service lab. What we're doing is providing the same service that you probably know about, like when you go to your human doctor and you have a sore throat and they swab your throat and they say, we're going to send this to the lab. We're that kind of lab, just for animals. We're providing a service. We are the support team for your veterinarian or for a producer or even for an individual pet owner. We're the people that can work behind the scenes and come up with answers for you on either how to treat your animal if it's sick or how to figure out what's wrong with them when they're just not doing right, or to provide that service if you want to take your animal to a livestock show or to a horse show or to a dog show. We're back here behind the scenes providing that service and doing that testing that answers those questions.
We get samples from all sorts of animals, all sorts of body parts, fluids, blood, feces.
Every kind of animal you can think of. Dogs, cats, we're usually getting some kind of tumor, some kind of organ. We get a lot of spleens, and those can be pretty bloody, necrotic. We get all kinds of different organs from big animals, horses, cows, and a lot of those will still have food in the stomach, ground up, really gross stuff. You definitely need a strong stomach to work here.
So we are always busy. It can get pretty hectic around here due to the high volume. However, people are relying on us to get those results. So just know that if you work here, it will be busy, but you'll be making a difference and generating results that help our clients. Our section runs over 100,000 tests a year. If you divide that by 52 weeks, that means we're running at least 2,000 tests a week. That's sometimes front or back loaded, so there are some days of the week that are busier than others. In a given day, we might get 200 to 500 samples from different things. In a perfect world, we would know about these things in advance, but that doesn't always happen, and so we've got to be ready as best as we can.
We have the aspect that we need to get results out same day. And if you don't have a sense of urgency, this job probably isn't for you. If we can get those results out to the client quickly, that means that we can help that patient quickly. I think with this job especially, it's not physically demanding, but you're constantly moving. And so that aspect of the job can be tiresome and can be exhausting, but we're usually here as a team to try to help each other and make sure that one person doesn't get bogged down with some of those tasks.
You have to be dependable to work here. The work we do here matters, and someone not showing up to work not only puts a strain on their coworkers, but it could mean that our clients don't receive the answers they need.
Everybody's piece of the puzzle kind of influences somebody else's piece of the puzzle. While everybody's part within bacteriology is working together to come up with the bacteriology portion of that client's report. At the same time, the other labs around the building are also working on their samples and providing their part of the answer. Everybody's piece is important. We've still got the aspect of there's a lot of independent work. So for those individuals that want a job where they can make decisions and work independently, you're able to do that.
to accommodate the samples that we get, we've got to do everything on a schedule. And so we really rely on routine to know, in a given day I'm running these tests, and that's what I do for that day, day in, day out, week in, week out. It can be repetitive, it can be monotonous. However, for people that really like routine or are looking to build a new skill, having some consistency allows them to get really comfortable with what they're doing, get more efficient, and then the thing that might have taken you, most of the day to do before now becomes second nature, and you can move on to learning new things and improve efficiency that way. You might look at a position posted here at the diagnostic lab and see some highly technical words used or highly technical skills in there that we say you will end up performing and learning. However, previous experience in a diagnostic lab isn't necessarily required for an entry-level position. So we've got people that come here from a wide variety of backgrounds, be it agriculture, veterinary sciences, wildlife, or even completely unrelated things like previous experience in a restaurant or another service environment. And all of those skills are important. So yes, skills at the lab bench are important. However, the ability to learn on the job, be okay with repetition, grow confidence with anything that you're given, those are important things. Starting here as a new person can be overwhelming. It might seem like we're asking a lot of a new person and that you're asked to wear lots of hats and learn lots of processes. However, we train people in a way that even though it might take a while, eventually you will master them all and become productive and successful in this environment.
TVMDL is one of the most diversity-rich environments you could find to work in, both from our clientele, which could be veterinarians from either all over the state of Texas or all over the country and even overall all over the world. There's just so many different clients that we provide service for. So that means that any given day, you don't know what's going to come in the door. As far as samples, you could be doing kangaroo urine and horse feces and a dog throat culture. I mean, it's just all over the place. The different variety of samples and specimens and kinds of animals that we work on, there's so much variety. Even after doing this for 30-something years, I still see bacteria and organisms that I've never seen before. It's just, there's something new every day.
The one thing that's a little different is that we're pretty much always open. We're only closed for the major holidays. A lot of vet clinics and things will close a couple days around the holidays, but animals still get sick. So we're open for those people so that we can help them and provide them that instant care. I've worked in both the private sector and the government sector, and I liked it here so much that I came back. I appreciate the job security. I don't have to worry about where my next paycheck is coming from. I really like the health insurance here. I really enjoy the feel of kind of family, the camaraderie of the building as a whole. I feel like we're all here together and we're all here to help each other. Having the fitness classes available every day of the week except for Fridays is really nice for the people who are trying to do those fitness classes. Paid vacations is amazing. That's definitely something I never had before when I worked here. I really feel like the government position offers something different because I just feel like it offers that little bit that I was looking for and that difference that I wanted to make.
I think the most gratifying part of this job and the part that I enjoy the most is seeing the impact of what we do in the real world. Seeing a news release that says, hey, we found that, and knowing that we did something that I think is really cool and provides that connection between someone at the lab bench doing science and what happens in the real world.
So we are able to help these clients in ways they can't help themselves. It's not just about the number on the report, it's actually about the animal behind all of it.
I grew up on a small farm and we had livestock and animals, and a treat for me is when the veterinarian would come out to take care of our animals. I said, I want to serve humans by serving their animals. Animals are a necessary part of our lives, and we interact with them or their product on a day-to-day basis. TVMDL is intimately involved in ensuring the health and safety of these animals. Everyone that works here comes from a different background or different field, but we're all here for the same purpose, to serve animals.